YouTube people, welcome back to another Melly in the Mix with your host Mel Tats, the greatest tattoo artist in the world and reactor. Today we got something particular for you, something special, a very sensitive topic that's been in the air these past couple of weeks between DJ Academics, 1090 Jake, and other YouTubers. Today's subject topic is about snitching. Something that was taught to you as a child, something that was taught to you as a kid. Since a youngin', you've been taught not to snitch. Don't tell on your bedroom, your sisters, your brothers, your cousins, anybody that's involved with you. If you were involved in that dirt, you shall not tell on those people that you're involved with, unless you're a civilian. But sometimes even in civilian cases, don't always work out that way. Sometimes even in civilian cases, if you're a civilian and you snitch, you will get dealt upon. It's just the wrath of the streets. If you find yourself in the streets, if you find yourself around gangsters and thugs and interacting with the politics that have been brought upon to you, you can't snitch. Does it pertain the same to enemies? That's lackluster. That's in the eye of the beholder. But what I do know is when you got friends who need you, especially when you're locked up, don't tell. This is based on your character and your honor as a human being. In the 1800s, 1700s, honor in your name was everything that mattered. Your last name is what counted towards your future. Your last name is what made you rich. So if you fuck that up, you fucked your family's name up. So we're going to run over to a particular YouTuber by the name of Milk74. He's not a big one, he's not a small one, he's mediocre reactor, and he will be reacting to a well-known YouTuber by the name of 1090 Jake, who himself is a reactor in a sense, but he's also an investigator. He investigates, he brings bad raps to light. If you a thug, you a gangster, you talking that shit, you talking that motion, and he investigates you, guess what? You got any dirt on your name, it's coming to the light. To the light. So let's slide over there. Let's see what Milk got to say about 1090. This is a raw reaction. I haven't seen this one. It was dropped today, so we're going to react to it together. So let's slide over. Let's get rid of this display capture. And we're going to take a look at Mr. Blue Eyes here and see what's really going on in today's world. So let's rock out. Let's go.
If this your first time logging in, what's the deal? Welcome to It's Milk TV. Go ahead and smash that subscribe and that like button for me. It's Milk Gang.
Make sure you do the same for me too. Smack that like and that subscribe button. Save your comments for the end. I appreciate the good ones and the bad ones. All of them are welcome, so feel free to comment. The interactions is what counts. You leave a comment, I'll interact back. How about that? Let's go.
Y'all already know the script. Let's go ahead and take them 7.4 seconds and get our minds right before we get into this. Come on.
That's one thing I felt more.
What's the deal though, Loke, with everybody, bro? I hope y'all day going as groovy as mine. Now come on, we gotta get into another reaction video. 1090 Jake did an interview with a news channel, Loke, and described the contraband that's inside of prison. So we gonna log in and see what's the script. Come on.
Investigates.
This is the crime scene right here.
These videos are from inside Florida prisons.
Hey, old school is great.
Inmates passed out on the
That'll
floor.
never happen in no California prison.
Alright, so what you see in this video right here, this is regular shit. This happens in the prison system. I don't know what the fuck he talking about, but New York is very prominent. New York prison system, the correctional system here in New York, is exactly what you see in this video. There's no different from the Florida correctional system. But yeah, this is normal shit right here. This is what you will see when you get locked up immediately. Not when you get to the precinct. When you go to central bookings, this is where it starts. So you definitely will be seeing this. I don't know what the hell he talking about in California correctional system, but if he ain't never seen this there, then bless him. He got one of the best. They pouring a lot of money into that system.
Oh, mother
K2.
They're on camera smoking.
Hold it. 10.
They ain't got no structure.
9.
Bruh, that's regular shit. Your blue eyes, that's regular shit. I don't know what you're talking about. They don't have no structure. If you ever been locked up, this is what they do all day, every day. This is regular fucking shit.
Bragging about having drugs behind bars.
How easy is it to get drugs in a Florida prison?
Real easy. These motherfuckers be boofing it. Definition of boof. Put it in your ass. They put it in their ass. And then they take it out and they unroll it and they smoke it. Your booty juice is gonna sip right into that shit, and you're gonna be smoking ass juice and weed or cigarette, whatever you sticking in your ass.
Every single compound I hit,
Oh,
there was
Bobby
all
Hill,
types of
no,
drugs
you
on there,
didn't.
whether it's prescription pills, Molly, some spots there was cocaine and meth, but nothing more common than K2.
Jacob Cherry, a former inmate, posted the videos to YouTube.
Alright, now him posting the videos to YouTube, that's on his prerogative. He definitely, I do agree and don't agree with what's going on right here. I'm pretty sure Blue Eyes right here is gonna be like, nah, this is snitching. On one hand it is, and on the other hand it isn't. Who he's snitching on, the streets really don't give a fuck about, and that's the police and the correctional system. But yeah, I don't really think this is snitching. I don't really think this is exposing new information. This is old shit. So yeah, let's get into it, baby.
2, 3, 4 flips.
He says Florida inmates currently behind bars recorded the videos using cell phones smuggled inside.
Now, if you an inmate with money, you won't get a cell phone. That's without a doubt. These cell phones cost bread when you locked up. A $60 phone can run you $2,000 locked up. So if you got bread, it's gonna be easy for you to get one of these through contraband. It is mainly moved through the correctional offices because nobody else can bring it in. If you get a visitor, they get strip searched just like you. If you ever been to Rikers, them visitors, they gotta take off almost everything just to make sure there's no contraband slipped in, especially cell phones. Rikers is one of the most down low jail systems there are. There aren't really much information exposed about it. Pause. And yeah, for that reason is because of cell phones, because the visitors are being searched properly and all that. But here, correctional officers are really bringing them in.
What?
The videos are graphic. In one disturbing clip, water is sprayed on an inmate who appears to be convulsing on the floor.
You alright? It's not about people.
That's regular shit. I think maybe my third time getting locked up, I saw this in Central Bookings, and we yelled to the COs to come help, and they did nothing. Eventually, I ended up calling the ambulance, and he ended up leaving. But with that being said, the correctional system is just really fucked up. They aren't really getting paid that much either, so I could understand how these drugs and cell phones are getting in. I could definitely understand.
People are laid out on the floor, not responding, and there's no staff present, there's no staff seeing this.
The
Regular
Florida
shit.
Department of Corrections tells 7 News they are aware of the videos, and the agency takes this information seriously.
Now, they have been informed about these videos. They take stuff like this seriously, Lo. So y'all don't think that they could do an investigation. Oh, he used to be an inmate. Type in his name. Find out the COs that worked, that was on the shift while he was locked up in that shit. Y'all don't think they could do an investigation and find that out, Lo?
I don't think those videos were actually taken by him. I think the videos were posted by him. So get that information correct, because even if he was locked up, who's to say the same COs are still there? Who's to say they didn't move up in the ranks and now they could control shit? See, you talking as if you a civilian, like you ain't never been locked up, thick brows. Like, you talking as if you've never seen the inside of a jail cell. Like, you've never experienced what's exactly going on in here. If you've experienced this, you wouldn't really be mad at this. You'd be saying to yourself, well, damn, it took this long for it to come out this way. But yeah, 1090, he's not really wrong for dropping this shit. He wrong in a certain sense, but as far as looking out for his people, which I'm assuming is going to be the best bet on why he did that, is why it's here. Understand that. I don't think a man who does investigation on snitches is gonna be caught snitching. Yeah, and he's not even snitching on anybody particular.
So why would he get on the news station and run his mouth, bro? What's understood don't need to be explained.
Okay.
Especially to the people that ain't in this lifestyle. Gang on the gang, like it's wild, Loke. Oh, he just went on the news station, Loke. If he come from the streets, then he know. That is a no.
Yo, he not snitching on people in the streets. Once again, there's a clear-cut difference between people in the streets and law enforcement. I say personally, fuck correctional officers, because I've experienced what they can do, and they nasty. Even though I tattoo a whole bunch of them, I could just tell from their demeanors and how they move and how much they really care about the prisoners and all that. They're full of shit. The correctional system is full of shit, and that's everywhere.
They call contraband in prisons a national epidemic and say corrections officers are diligent when they search inmates, but sometimes it's the officers bringing the drugs and cell phones inside.
The majority of the drugs that I know of that are coming inside is through the guards. When you're not busy making any money and a $30 phone on the street turns into a $1,200 phone inside a prison, a lot of people are gonna do it.
Yo, Blue Eyes, why are you surprised by that? You talking as if you never been locked up and you was like, how I get a cell phone in here. It's wild news that it's super surprising to a Loke, a big crip. It's really super surprising, especially in California. It's wild. You giving them Lokes a bad rap. You acting like you ain't never been down bad before.
The state says in 1 year about 12,000 weapons.
Bro said most of the cell phones that I seen inside a prison came from a CO. They go do an investigation. Go find every CO that worked during the time that he was locked down. That is a clown. Like, what else do you call that, Lo?
You a clown because you misinterpreting what's going on. He didn't take the videos himself. He just posted the videos, you idiot. Like, if you're going to do a reaction on somebody, make sure that you are thinking with a clear head and what you will be doing from that, and if you were 1090. Now, him dropping the videos is different from him filming the videos and putting it out there. Because it wouldn't make no sense to drop them now. It'll make more sense to drop them while you were there. Come on, think about it. Let's go, baby.
So you don't think none of them COs went down?
Common sense ain't
because
common.
of this video? If you don't think so, then you might be like a small percent or all the way a clown.
I guess I'm a clown then, because I'm not seeing it from your perspective, Blue Eyes. I've been to jail, I've been locked up, so I've seen how cringy and disgusting it could get. If you're going to drop something, you're going to do it right then and there. You're going to report COs right then and there. If you're going to snitch, you're going to do it right then and there. It don't make no sense to snitch after you get out. It don't help nobody. So with that being said, how about you get locked up in a real correctional facility center and go through what real prisoners really go through? Because it sounds like they just throwing you in a room lock and key, Blue Eyes. Don't make any sense to me.
Were found in Florida
Stop.
prisons 36,000 grams of K2, which is a synthetic drug that can be laced with dangerous chemicals, and almost 9,000 cell phones. This is not our first time looking into the contraband problems.
You ain't see him kicking on the door? That's a clear indication that he's trying to be heard and ain't nobody listening to him. So if you've been locked up and you got kicked on the door, that's because you're trying to catch somebody's attention, mainly the CEOs. So that's regular shit. Ain't nothing new about that. The CEOs like to ignore people, don't like to help nobody.
You missing one thing though, where the machete at?
In 2018, we discovered this video that showed an inmate pulling a machete out of his pants and another inmate popping prescription pain pills.
Perk 10, man, to wash away the pain.
Once again, regular shit. Motherfuckers do drugs in jail just to clear their mind. They got a lot of things going on in their brains, so they're gonna do drugs. Whether it's dope, coke, crack, Suboxone, they're making their own liquor, they're gonna do it to clear their mind. Mama used to say, don't come home with any bad habits. That's because you could pick one up in jail. Blue Eyes over here seems to think it's quite easy instruction. It's structured for him because when he get locked up, he ain't with the blacks. He ain't with the Chicanos. He ain't with the Asians. He with the white folks. He rocking the big KKK. He gonna be the big Crip. The big KKCK. You know what I'm saying?
How did you get the cell phone in?
Oh, that was a long story there. I don't really feel like putting it out there.
I mean, that Gilligan didn't even say nothing wrong.
We showed State Representative Bobby DuBose some of the videos. How neglected has the
1090 Bobby Hill told them most of the phones came from the CO.
You know, I'm talking about not paying, you know, the officers enough, the infrastructure, the prisons are bad.
That's exactly it, and he telling you straight from a politician angle right here. The CEOs ain't being paid enough, so they can pass off 10 cell phones a month. That's 10 grand a month. Look, if I ain't getting paid and I gotta watch over a whole bunch of fucking zoo animals, and I ain't getting paid enough, I'm probably more than likely gonna do that because they hungry and they gonna pay up. I need my money. That's it. I'm gang.
I would say horrible.
DuBose says the Florida Department of Corrections desperately needs more money to fix the problems. Florida Governor Ron DeSantis has recommended $60.6 million to boost pay and beef up staffing in prisons. Right now, the starting salary for a correctional officer is $33,500.
Yeah, that ain't shit compared to like New York correctional officers. I think they get paid like 50, 60 a year. But that ain't shit. I could see why Florida, they moving in cell phones like that. Because $33,000 ain't nothing. That's a regular fucking salary.
Under the new plan, officers would get a $1,500 raise after 2 years and a $2,500 raise after 5 years. The hope is better pay will lead to better officers and less contraband. Brian?
Nah, because even over here in New York and Rikers Island, they're getting paid very well. And they still treat motherfuckers like trash. I don't think the prison system is going to change because it's all a big-ass hustle. And money's going to stay revolving through the prison system. Even the prison system itself has everything to do with consuming and buying and selling. It's never really about locking people up. It's about how much you can get per person being locked up. They don't care who get locked up. This is just how much you can get off of them.
And in 7 News.
If you have something you'd like 7 to investigate, give us a call at the numbers on your screen or send an email to clue@wsvn.com.
Now here's where it gets me a little confused. You see, they just added the phone number so you can call them. Did 1090 call them, or did they call 1090? See, that's the question that should be asked, and nobody's asking that. I think through these investigations, you actually have to dial that number and call them. This one seems a little weird, 1090, but it's something that does need to be talked about, and you gotta really pay attention to what's going on. So this is a 50-50 type situation, and when it's 50-50, it really calls to almost dry snitching, because there's real snitching and there's dry snitching. I think in this particular situation, this particular topic, 1090 is dry snitching. It's clear as cut. Is he snitching directly? No, he's not dropping no names, but he is dry snitching. Almost the same.
I'm gonna be real, bro. The issues with the contraband inside of prison, they could stop it, bro. I really don't believe they want to stop it, like, cause they could stop it, bro. It's some type of way that y'all can figure out something to stop that, bro. It gotta be a way, and y'all know the way.
Now, there is an urge to stop it because they don't want people seeing what's going on in there. You gotta understand that this shit's supposed to be super private. So, of course, they don't want motherfuckers to see what's going on in there. But at the same time, they're going to take their time doing it because they're making bread off of this. I'm guaranteeing there's at least $50,000, $60,000 moving at least a week while you in jail between prisoners and COs. I'm just going to roughly assume that.
But that's just how they play. They don't want to stop it. Look, but let's get back on Bobby Hill. Whoa. Every cell phone, all the contraband you seen in there, low, came from a CO? You told that to a person on a news channel doing an investigation without no hesitation?
I feel like it's a little different because he ain't really telling on his friends, his cousins, his sisters, none of that. He ain't really telling on anybody in the streets. What's in jail is not the streets. Now, granted, they're getting cell phones in there, but you don't know what CO is doing it. And 60 Days Locked Up tried to do a show to catch CEOs doing this shit. And I don't even think they really caught CEOs doing shicey shit. And I'm betting if they did, it was something they didn't put out on the TV because they didn't want the prison to look bad. Once again, they're going to take their time doing it because everybody making money. 1090 Jake exposing this information. It's a give and take. I personally feel it's a roll of dry snitching. It's really, really close to snitching. I would say it's the same, but because it's correctional officers, I don't think nobody really gives a fuck.
Yeah, that's wild, Loke. I ain't even gonna lie to you, bro. I told y'all we'll do no getting on no news reporter like channel, Loke. Like, what type of shit is that, bro? That's where all the subscribers came from. Now most of the subscribers is people that ain't even from the streets, don't know nothing about the streets, don't know nothing, Loke. But
that's the same subscribers you got, buddy. That's the same subscribers I got. When you talk that gang shit, talk that tough shit, that street shit, YouTube is the zoo. They can come here for free, stand on the other side of that gate, and watch the zoo animals go bananas. You a part of that zoo, Blue Eyes. It's just that you one of those animals that's gonna get eaten. You one of those animals they gotta separate from the other animals because you don't understand the lingo of the streets. And I'm just assuming you ain't never been packed out. You ain't never been put into the system to where you can actually see this and have it from your own standpoint. This shit wild right here. And for super understanding, yeah, I don't blame 1090 for exposing this information, but in a way, it's just crazy for an investigator to be underneath the scope of snitching. He might lose his pass. He might lose his investigator pass. Let's see.
he took ownership of that video, bro. Like, if you did, I want to say the people in the prison, you could have put those videos out, look, and remain anonymous. Never took credit for none of that shit, bro. They said courtesy of EOS, end of sentence, low.
That's a form of dry snitching. So, is he a snitch? I don't know. I got to get more proof of him snitching on somebody from the streets. I feel like if you snitch on somebody from the streets, that's snitching. If you snitching on correctional officers and regular cops, that's not really snitching. They just cops. They shouldn't have been doing that.
If that was somebody from an LA gang, they'd be getting their ass whooped, bro. They'd be getting a DP, maybe a put off, maybe just a DP probably 2-3 times low. Maybe not a put off. It just all depends, bro. But see, that can't happen to him because he not from a street gang. He got put on that's only some shit that's in prison on the gang, bro. Like, that shit is wild. He can do what he want to do, low.
I don't think it pertains to that. I just feel like him becoming a YouTuber, he decided to give up his street card to become a civilian, and he's using this opportunity to gain more viewers and build his empire a little bigger and better. Now, I don't know if this is coming from a place of hate or it's coming from a place of jealousy. But, 1090 put it out there, and that's it. He was able to catch this bridge, and he was able to make this bridge. Now he got more viewers, and he's more successful. I see him with a big chain, but not you. You want to stick to street codes and shit on his YouTube stuff, and you don't even tend to realize that this is a zoo. Cuz?
But do I think that's groovy? Hell no. That's wild, bro. Yeah, nah, I'm not telling nothing to no news reporter, low. Because anything that I say on YouTube, I could say that this is like, this ain't real.
None of it's real. YouTube is not real. You a guy commenting on another guy. None of it's real. You're delusional. None of this is real.
This is a script. I can hit him with a script, bro. This might be a script, what I'm saying, though. But you see, like, it's just certain shit, bro. You going?
I think your whole personality is a script. I think when you get locked up, you ain't gonna be with the homies. I think you're gonna be with your brothers. I think this whole finesse that you're pulling off is a script. But that's no here or there. Let's go.
On the news channel, and they doing an investigation into the Florida prison system, bro. And you get on there and do an interview, sounding sophisticated, talking to them, bro. I don't think that's groovy. I don't think that's okay.
That's pothead shit for you right there. But what's groovy and what's not okay. 1090 Jake is moving up in the game. And if it took for him to get up with the news station to make this come out to light, I don't have no bothers with it. He ain't snitch on the homies. He ain't snitch on anybody in the streets behind drugs or nothing like that. He gave his own reasons on why he did it. That might have just been odd the way he did it, but I understand what he's getting at. Let's go.
The society that I live in now, look, that we all live in, it's not the same no more. And it's a little scary, look. I ain't even gonna lie, but yeah, this Gilligan activity, I ain't gonna lie. 1090, Bobby Hill, little human, Buzz Lightyear, that was Gilligan activity, look. I ain't gonna lie. Y'all gotta let me know, is that Gilligan activity or am I just going in? Am I just too much into this shit, look? Nah, I wouldn't even care what y'all said, bro. You know, no damn news reporter and telling them that all the contraband and the cell phones I seen came in was through a CO. Get y'all minds right into the next video.
All right, well, there goes the ending of this video. From my perspective, I'm gonna be honest with you. Snitching. I don't think 1090 really snitched on anybody particular. I don't think he snitched on any CO particularly. He's just stating old information that is, I guess, just trying to come to the top again. But your blue eyes, go to jail. Go experience jail. Go see what jail is like before you start commenting on shit like this and trying to make your own perspective on things. But with that being said, thank you for reaching to the end of this video. It was another Melly in the Mix. If you like this, please like, subscribe, and comment. If you want to comment, I would appreciate it. I love your eyes and your ears. And if you continue to keep watching me, thank you so much. I appreciate it all. And until the next video, have a blessed day.